Hi Earth signs, welcome to your full moon in Sagittarius reading for June 2019. Let's see, full moon in Sag. The moon in Sag really takes us to this place where we want to do a lot of exploring. We want to go with our curiosity. We want to broaden our horizons. We want to explore different lands and different thoughts and different peoples, and just really put ourselves out there and have a good time broadening our perspective. And at the same time, with the sun in Gemini, we have this pull to get more sort of regimented, to get more analytical, to have an itinerary, to operate from an agenda, to be more specific. The focus narrows a little bit. So there might be a little bit of a push and a pull for you right around the time of the full moon in Sag, with this impulse to really get out there and have some fun and, like I said, broaden your horizons and explore with your curiosity. So I've already shuffled your cards here and I laid them out. So let's sync up. Let's get into this and see what's happening for you right around the time of the full moon, which is on June 17th, by the way. What we have in the position of you right here is the Ten of Cups. So I get a sense that you're feeling a sense of emotional fulfillment right now. Like you're feeling very happy, very thankful, very gracious. It's like you've put the work in. You've got, like, not the work, because that would be Pentacles, right? You've gotten to this new phase of emotional development, because the 10 is about transformation. So it's some sort of emotional transformation that's occurring for you at this moment. And you're really taking it to the next level emotionally. It's a new emotional growth or a new emotional development for you, a new way of feeling, a new way of understanding your emotions. It's also, the Cups is the suit of love. So it could be that you have been in a relationship or are in a relationship or in relationship with community or family, and you're just really feeling great about your relationships right now. Really feeling a lot of love, a lot of gratitude for the relationships that are in your life right now. In the context, we have the Chariot. So again, this is a card of great success and achievement and movement forward. The Chariot is only able to move forward if your will is focused. If you have set your intention and you have focused your will and you are able to move this Chariot forward, this thing forward, whether it's a project, whether it's a relationship, or whether it's this transformation here, forward with a great deal of determination and confidence. That's the context. Something is moving forward in a really powerful and focused way. It's the Chariot. And then we have, in the position of the obstacle, we have the Six of Wands. So this is somebody who is surrounded, as you can see, by a great deal of fiery energy. You know what? Let me just make sure this is focused. All of a sudden I was like, wait a minute, is this focused? Can they actually see this? There we go. It's the wheel of fire that this woman exists inside of. She is totally and absolutely centered inside of this ring of fire. I get a sense that there is a great deal of energy coming your way, probably because this card, Temperance, is right next to it. I'm looking at it this way. A great deal of energy is coming your way, or you are standing or sitting inside of a great deal of energy. And so the challenge is to remain balanced and centered in the midst of this enormous energy. If we look at this from this reading from past, this is a progression from past to future. So if we look at this progression, we'll start with the past. There was some hesitancy around using your voice to lead your community in some way, to be a leader, using your voice as a leader, speaking your truth. In the past, there was some sort of, either you were speaking your truth, you probably were speaking your truth, but there was some reticence, there was some hesitancy around doing that. In the context, though, we see that you're moving forward in a very strong, confident way. You're balanced. You're currently balanced, and the challenge in the future is to remain balanced in the midst of this high intensity energy. The 6 is the number of success and achievement as well. And the Wands is passion and creativity and sexual energy and libido and kundalini energy. So that's the challenge, to remain balanced inside of this energy. And in the future, we have temperance, which is really taking the stance of moderation and balance. Temperance is also about blending diverse elements. So blending disparate parts. And the whole, after you've blended these parts or these elements, the whole is greater than the individual parts alone. So there's some alchemical situation occurring in the future where you are being called upon to take a lot of seemingly diverse or disparate parts and blend them together to create something new that's greater than the individual parts alone. It's also about moderation and balance, like I said. So it's directly bouncing off of this 6 of Wands cards, which is in the challenge position. So in the future, this will be the thing that you need to make sure that you are focusing on. Maintaining your balance, bringing moderation into your action, moderation into your life, into your movement. All right, so how you see yourself is, I really get the sense that you're working hard and you see yourself as sort of like a slave to the machine, right? A slave to time, a slave to the clock. And it just tells me that you're working really hard and that it's starting to feel a little oppressive. And then how you see it all, what you think about it, is the 7 of Wands. I feel like there's, you feel or you think that so you're being challenged, right? People are standing up. Here you're using your voice over here. You're experiencing some hesitancy to use your voice to speak your truth. And here, and what you think about it is, you don't want to be too, you want to be diplomatic. When people challenge you, and they challenge your truth, and they challenge your leadership, you want to be diplomatic, right? And you're not quite certain that you're able to do that quite yet. Like you're sort of teeter-tottering between one extreme and another, either very, very hesitant to use your voice as a leader, step into that leadership role, speak your truth, or, speaking your truth in a really abrasive way. And so the call is to find the middle ground, and to embody diplomacy in your position of leadership. Speak your truth always, and do it in a way that is very respectful and compassionate and diplomatic. Because you are being challenged, and you will be challenged in the future as a leader. And you definitely are in a leadership position in some way around the time of the full moon in Sag. In your hopes and your fears, you have the 5 of Cups, which is really, coming out of this feeling of loss and lack and poverty that has sort of permeated everything. Just like, I'm not enough, I don't have enough, there isn't enough, sort of this perspective of lack and poverty. It's also a sense of loss. Like, I've lost it, I can't get it back. And the focus has been on what you don't have, what you can't get back, what you've lost, what you don't have enough of, what you are not enough of. And I get the sense that you're shifting your focus. You're coming out of that and entering into this space of gratitude, which will pull you out of that perspective of lack. In your house, you have the Son of Swords. This is somebody who is pretty detached from their emotions, pretty detached from their heart, very singular in their focus. They want what they want, and they're going to get it no matter what. And they don't really care who they hurt, and they're not thinking of others. So be careful. Somebody is in your house. Somebody is embodying this energy in your house. And then in the outcome, I drew 4 cards because we did not get a major arcana in the outcome, but we got the 6 of Cups reversed. We got the 2 of Wands reversed, the Shaman of Wands, and the 10 of Wands. So the context, these two are very similar. The Chariot and the 6 of Cups. This is riding the wave of success and achievement. This wave is pulling you forward. You've caught the wave, and the wave is pulling you forward, and you are just going with the flow, and the sun is rising behind you, and you're raising your cup in victory, and it's riding the wave to the shore. It's in the outcome, though, and it's in the reverse. The context is the Chariot, which is movement toward success and victory. And like I said, in order to catch this wave, you will need, I didn't read this one. You will need to focus your will, set your intention, focus your will, and go after your goal with determination and confidence. That's the only way you're going to be able to right this reversed 6 of Cups and catch this wave that will bring you to the shore, this wave of success and achievement and victory. This is a confidence issue, and it's also an issue of willpower and focus. So while you are standing strong inside of this intense energy and bringing moderation and balance into your life, take this singular focus. This guy has singular focus here too, but he's detached from his emotions and intuition. Take this singular focus of the Son of Discs, who is aiming, all he can see is this target, right? He's got just sort of like a very grounded, very focused energy, and he is going to hit his mark. This is in the position of the foundation of the reading. So it's causing me to see that in order to move this Chariot forward, which is the context of the reading, in order to move this transformation forward, you will need to be able to embody this very grounded, focused energy that is totally dedicated to hitting the mark. In that way, you can catch this wave and ride it to shore. Right? We also have in the outcome the 2 of Wands reversed. There's some communication that wants to come in for you, somebody who wants to lend some support. Either it's a spirit guide or a guardian angel or an ancestor or an actual wise elder that is physically present in your life that wants to lend you some important, essential information about how to make fire, about how to do this thing. And then we have the Shaman of Wands. In the traditional deck, this is the King of Wands. The Shaman of Wands, I'm getting the sense this is another person. This is either the same person, this ancestor, or I get the sense this is the same person coming in to provide some support to you. It's the Shaman of Wands. The Shaman is a facilitator, much in the same way as the Temperance card, between different worlds. He is able to mediate and channel energy between 2 opposing worlds. It's like the person... It's like the person, if there is like a conflict between 2 cultures and there's a war, you always have those people that are able to navigate between those 2 cultures. Either they speak the same language or they just have essential information about both cultures and they become mediators inside of that conflict. The Shaman of Wands is very much like that. He has patriarchal understanding, but he's a matriarchal ally. And so he's able to communicate and mediate and facilitate between both of those worlds. So he's very balanced in his energy. Look how his hand is open there. He's a lot like the Temperance card, balancing, blending diverse elements. So however that resonates for you, there's some strong energy of people who want to come in, somebody who wants to come in and teach you something about this, about how to move forward inside of this energy, and also support you in doing so. And then finally we pulled the Ten of Wands, which is a lot like the Six of Wands, but different. This is sort of like an ecstatic dance situation here. They're raising Kundalini energy. I always pull this card, and I relate it to me personally. I relate it to like that time right before you start your period, where like you're freaking tired, you feel totally burnt out, and it just feels really intense and hot. Sometimes it's like that, like just so much energy, and it's hard to contain it, and it's really sort of just overstimulating and making you very tired. So watch out for an intense amount of energy coming into your life right around this time, having to do with this transition or transformation. And the messages here, the predominant messages, are that in order to maintain your balance inside of this intense energy, you will need to find a way to blend these energies and to bring moderation and balance into your life in the future. We also have in the future we have an ongoing intense amount of energy, fiery, creative, passionate energy happening in your life. So it's something that you're going to have to contend with for a period of time. In order to move successfully through this transformation, because you are in a period of transformation, you will need to focus your energy, just focus, in order to hit the mark, in order to hit the target, and in order to move this chariot, to move this transformation forward, in order to catch the wave and ride it to shore. There's something to do with using your voice in your leadership position right now. And you're wobbling. You're trying to find the middle ground. Because it's really important to speak your truth, but you don't want to do it in a way that's abrasive or off-putting or hurtful or aggressive. You want to speak your truth with integrity and compassion and strength, just inner strength. And so you're finding your place there with that. You're finding your footing there with that right now. And I do get a sense that you're working your tail off. You feel chained to the machine. You feel a little bound by time. You're sort of very linear. And the free flow is a little blocked. You do have some support coming in. So rely on your elders for the information that you need to navigate this high energy, to work with this energy, to channel this energy, to make fire, and to mediate and to facilitate this energy, this high energy. All right, Earth signs, that is your full moon in Sagittarius for June 2019 reading. If you like this reading, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Click the bell for notifications. I do lunar readings and love readings for each sign for each month, and the love readings for June are up on my channel now, so check them out. I hope you have a beautiful June. Take good care.